Hey guys! Oh guys, I'm still not completely used to doing videos with my face in them again. Today we're going to be doing something a little interesting. After my last video, or 2 videos ago, I did the Rugrats video yesterday, and then 4 days ago now I think I did the face reveal. And a lot of you guys seem to really like that. It's already got 8 likes. A video to get 8 likes that quickly is kind of rare for me, so thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing that for me. Because I was very, very scared to do that video, and I'm a little nervous to do this one as well, because I know that's going to be kind of embarrassing. Today we're going to be reacting to old pictures of me, because I mentioned in my last face reveal video that I've changed a lot over the years. I've never been satisfied with my appearance, so I'm always changing how I look. So, one of my relatives thought it'd be a cool idea to bring together all of my old pictures from over the years and put it into a Facebook album. So I'm gonna go through each picture and react to them one by one. I haven't seen this album yet. I was saving it for the video because I was originally just gonna look at it, and I'm like, well, I can make a video out of that. That would be a cool video idea for people who don't know what I looked like before, how much I've really changed, in my opinion, for the better. So, without further ado, I guess let's just get into this. This is going to be a very cringy video, let me tell you about it. Okay, let's do the first picture. Okay, oh wow, alright, I remember having this one done. I was wearing a Superman jacket in this one. That was my favorite jacket for a while. I don't actually know what happened to it. I just lost it. Maybe I outgrew it. I don't remember what happened to this jacket. It was a cool jacket though, so I'm a little sad that I lost it. But it was cool. I believe I was 12 when this picture was taken. Yeah, I think I was 12. I'm almost 19 now, so I can't believe it's been like almost 7 years since I've taken this picture. Or no, it's been 6 years. I remember because this was in 2014. I was about to turn 13 when this was done, and I'm about to turn 19 now. This was spring of 2014. I had just moved. To a different state. I just moved from Vermont to New Hampshire, where I am now. When I took this picture, I believe this is the first time I ever went to a Chinese restaurant in New Hampshire. So that's pretty interesting, I think. It doesn't stop the fact that that's really cringy. Yeah, because I got those cringy looking, oval glasses. And man, that was probably the most boring haircut I ever had as well. I don't know what shirt I was wearing underneath it all though. That green, I don't know what that is because I haven't worn a green shirt in a long time now. So I have no idea what that is. It's very, very cringy. I told you it would be. Let's move on to the next one. Oh boy. Okay. All right. This one's really embarrassing. Guys, I can't even look at it. I'm gonna look at you guys instead. I can't look at this one because it's too cringy. This is when I was going through my goth phase. And basically when I was in my goth phase, I was wearing all black, and to accentuate the gothy edginess I was trying to do, because I was so cool, I was so hardcore, I painted my nails black. Ooh. Yeah, I actually had the painted nails a lot longer than you'd think. I started painting my nails in October of 2017, and then I kept the painted nails until July or August of 2018. I kept the painted nails a long time, almost a year. And I actually was doing that before I was even goth. I was just doing that first to stand out a bit, and then I became goth when I got over my first suicide attempt. Anyway, getting back to the picture now. I have. Oh God, I still can't look at it. I had blue hair in that picture. And yeah, I think my roots were starting to come in a little. This wasn't too long before I dyed my hair red. I started off with blue hair, and then I dyed it red later on. This was only about a month, I think, before I dyed my hair red. And I know that because I dyed my hair red in February, and I believe this was in January. You can tell that it's definitely one of the winter months because you can tell there's snow on the ground in the background. Cringy picture. My mom told me that she thinks I look like Jeff Hardy from WWE in this picture, and yeah, that's pretty accurate. God, I was so pale. God, I was so pale. I thought I was pale now. Jeez, I was so pale then. Oh man. Oh man, I was so pale. I can't look at this one anymore. I'm gonna move on now. I was definitely underdressed in this picture, for the record. Never wear a jacket that light in weather that cold. That's a mistake. Okay, yeah, okay. So I still had blue hair in this one. My hair was a bit shorter than the other picture. I don't believe I was painting my nails yet. Let me see. No, you can't see my fingers in this one, but no, I don't believe I was painting my nails. I think I took this picture in September, so I was still a month off from painting my nails, I think. God, I used to wear that shirt all the time, too. Ugh. I didn't realize how bad that shirt looked on me. I thought that shirt looked great. I thought it was the best shirt ever, you know? I don't know why I'm so proud to be eating cereal. I'm like, ooh, look at me. I'm eating cereal out of a bowl. Look at me. Look at me. I don't know why I'm doing that. Gods, I do not look good with short hair at all. I don't look good with short hair. There's a reason I grew it out. It's because my face looks so wide when I have short hair. I don't know if you can tell. It makes the top of my head look really small compared to the rest of my face. I hate it. That's why I was trying to grow long hair forever, but I always got like impatient and would cut it off. It was only with this one I was finally like, no, I'm going to grow my hair long this time. I'm not chickening out. So, yeah. God, so a lot of my neck is exposed in that one too. I kind of look like an ostrich. Jeez, my nose is huge. It's huge. Yeah. Oh, and you can tell, I couldn't tell before, I almost forgot to mention this. You can tell I'm growing facial hair in this one. I have that really ugly, like, mutton chop look. I don't have any hair here or here. I just have it here. I kind of look like Wolverine a little bit, like a really gross looking Wolverine. Oh, God, so that was bad facial hair. And for some reason, it looks black in this picture. My facial hair is not black, so I don't know why it looks so dark here. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I was dyeing my hair blue for a while. This was in the first couple months I was dyeing my hair blue. And I was doing that to stand out. Because I loved standing out, actually, when I was in high school. Despite my shyness, ironically enough. I always thought that was a little bit weird. A little bit of a clashing thing, I guess you could say. Anyway, let's move on to the next picture. I don't want to look at this one anymore. The ugly shirt, look at me, I'm eating cereal. I gotta move on. Oh, okay, this is an interesting period for me. This was... When was this? This was... Man, I don't know when this one actually took place. I think this was in 2017. Yeah, okay, right. I remember when this was. This was in spring of 2017. I remember because I was about a month or two off from dyeing my hair blue when I took this picture. And the reason I'm so spiffed up, actually, is because I was actually going to be filming a short film originally. I was going to be doing an Assassin's Creed short film, if you can believe it or not. And it was going to be called Assassin's Creed The Choice. And then I changed the name to Assassin's Creed Purity War, and then I changed the name to Assassin's Creed Shadow Myths. Long story short, that movie never got made because I had falling outs with the people I was going to make it with, and then I lost interest myself. I'm glad I didn't make it because the plot of the movie is really silly, or it was really silly. That was the costume I was going to wear, though, minus the hood. I didn't have my hood on. Not a bad look for me, actually. This is probably the best I looked with short hair, I think. Of course, I still don't look very good. My face is still way too wide. You can't really tell my nose is that big in this one, but my smile is a little too big. You can see my teeth, I think, right? Yeah, you can see teeth. You can see teeth. Yeah, that's. There's a reason I don't show my teeth in pictures if I can help it anymore, because, gods, my teeth just make me look so creepy. So I don't do that anymore. I'm gonna move on to the next picture. This one's alright. If you're gonna see me with short hair, it's probably the best one you're gonna get, I think, and that's really not saying something. I look terrible. Next picture, please. Thank you. Load on. Can you load Facebook? Okay. All right. Actually, I take it back. This might actually be the best short hair picture of me. I was going through a weird period. This was right after I tried to grow my hair long in 2018. Yeah, because I dyed my hair red at the beginning of the year, and then I was trying to grow my hair out. Like, I was trying to have long blonde hair with, like, red at the end. That's what I was trying to do. And I was growing my hair all summer. I was hoping it would be long when I got back to school. Long story short, that wasn't the case. It took way too long to grow, and I got impatient, so I just cut it all off, and this was the result. My mom cut my hair. She basically cut the sides really short, but she left most of the top normal length. Actually, this might have been my best short hair right here. Even if I do look kind of like an acorn. Just seriously, put a stem on me. I look like an acorn. I believe I have a little bit of stubble in this one as well. So yeah. I look kind of pale in this one. I don't think I was actually that pale though. I think what it was just the lighting. I think the lighting kind of betrayed me with this one. I don't know why I'm so angry looking in this picture though. I kind of wanted my mom to take this picture of me, and I was actually at a good place in my life. I was in a really good relationship with somebody. I don't know why I was so mad in this picture. Huh. I don't have that jacket anymore though. I gave it away to a friend, and then me and him have falling out, so I never got that jacket back. It looks better on him anyway. Purple's more my color, I think. This is an interesting picture. Damn, my nose is so big. My nose is so big in this picture. Oh my god. I know I sound like a broken record saying that, but I really hate my nose. I really do. And a lot of my pictures really make my nose look gigantic, and this is one of them in my opinion. And I still had some cheek fat, you know. I hadn't lost weight yet. I was kind of heavy when I took this picture. So this was before I slimmed my face up with weight loss. So this one's also okay. I'm going to say decent, but not great. None of my pictures are really that great. Until my recent ones, which I think are better than average. Ooh, okay. This one has an interesting history behind it. This picture is... this picture I took... Or I didn't actually take this one. My mom took this one. I was legitimately angry when I took this picture. True story. We had just dyed my hair red, and because I'd had my hair dyed blue for a while, and I was tired of it. It was starting to turn black, so I kept re-dyeing it, so I wanted to switch things up. And so I came up with this red hair look. Looked like Ronald McDonald. People called me Ronald McDonald. Because I was like pale and I had red hair, you know. In this picture, I look angry because I was trying to grow facial hair, but the dye got in my beard, and so my mom forced me to shave it off. And I was really mad about it because I thought I was doing a good job with my beard. I wasn't actually, but I was pretty happy with its length, and I had to shave it off, so I was not too happy about that. My eyes look green in this picture. That's a little weird. Yeah. Look kind of green. That's weird. And my nose actually doesn't look too bad in this picture. My nose is at a good angle, I think, where it looks fairly slim. The angle means everything. You gotta have a good camera angle or you look fat. Cameras have a tendency to make people look fatter than they actually are. Let me tell you. I think most people agree with me on that. Is that you'll never look as good in the mirror as you will on camera. Or other way around. Is what I'm trying to say is you tend to look better in the mirror than you do on camera because the camera widens you for some reason. I don't understand it. I don't know how to explain it. There's a reason I never take any pictures from down here. It's because it makes me look really fat. Um, so I was legitimately mad in this picture. But funny story about this picture is that this is the picture that apparently made my last girlfriend fall in love with me. She didn't think anything of me before until she saw that picture, and then apparently... So, I gotta thank that picture for that one. Me and her have been broken up for a year and a half now. I've been single for a year and a half. That was easily the best relationship in my life, though. I think she's watching this video, so if she is, then thank you for watching and still supporting me. But yeah, interesting history with this one. Not my worst picture ever. So, yeah. I'm gonna move on to the next one now. Oh, okay. I don't actually remember when I took this one. Yeah, sorry, I need to stretch. I'm actually just getting back from my morning walk when I'm recording this, so I'm still a little physically tired. So this picture, this is an interesting period for me, because this, I believe, was in my sophomore year. Yeah. I was actually fairly slim in my sophomore year. I lost a lot of weight that year. I got really into fitness in my sophomore year, and I went down to about 165 pounds, which is about the lightest I've ever been as a teenager. I'm not that light right now, but I've grown since then, so I'm still at a healthy weight, even though I weigh a lot more than I did then. I weigh about 180, 179. I'm around there right now. Back then I was at about 165, although I might have gained some of that weight back by this point. Not sure. You could barely notice though because my face still looks huge. My gods, my face is so fat in this picture. Why? I look like I'm swallowing chipmunks or something. Like, gods, my cheeks are huge. Yeah, and so is my nose. My nose is huge in that picture too. Gods, this is probably one of the more pure examples of the fact that I look terrible with short hair. Those glasses were not my best glasses either, I gotta say. I don't know. I think that I don't have that blue shirt anymore. I know that because actually I don't own any t-shirts that aren't black anymore. I only own black t-shirts now, ironically enough. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, I only own black t-shirts. Which I think is kind of interesting. Speaking of t-shirts, I'm actually wearing one of my favorite t-shirts right now. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. You're seeing that right. I told you guys I really like Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. I wasn't kidding about that. She's my favorite superhero. That t-shirt though, I no longer have. I don't remember if I threw it away or gave it to Goodwill or Salvation Army. It was one of those three. I don't remember where it is. All I know is I don't have it anymore. This is a bad picture of me. Yeah, not the best picture of me, I gotta say. My hair looks okay. If I was going to have short hair, I guess it's styled about as good as it could be. And the reason it's so wet, it's not because of gel. I was just getting out of the shower when I took that picture. Guys, I used to have all those posters in my room, too. I have, like, no posters in my bedroom anymore. I have, like, the occasional pictures here and there on the wall. Like, I have a few pictures over there. But back then, this entire wall in front of me was covered in, like, posters for like Minecraft and Suicide Squad and all this other stuff I'm not into anymore. So I basically had a nerd cave is what I called it. I like to call it the nerd cave. This picture is not too bad. Let's move on. Ooh, okay. Man, I'm kind of sassy in this one, huh? I'm pretty sassy in this picture. This was in 2014 as well. This is the same period of the first picture I reacted to, the Superman shirt. This was a little while after I took that picture, only about a couple weeks later. Um, yeah, and I'm doing the picture. Man, my hair was really light back then. Jeez, you can tell my hair has darkened a lot since I took this picture. Because my hair was like almost platinum in this picture. Jeez. Um, yeah, so that's interesting. I was wearing a Doctor Who t-shirt in that picture. Another shirt I don't have anymore because I'm sorry I lost interest in Doctor Who. Don't hate me. I did. I kind of gave up on Doctor Who and it's not on Netflix anymore, so I can't get back into it. Um, so I'm sorry I gave up on Doctor Who a while ago. That point though, I was a super fan. I was definitely a Whovian, which is one of the cringiest fan names ever, so you're not going to hear me say it again. This was actually my recording studio because I was making YouTube videos at this point. I was staying at my grandma's apartment, which is right next door to mine actually. And I was staying in, this is actually in front of her front door, believe it or not. This was just so I was out of everybody's way. I brought my TV into that room and I was recording videos and I was not in anybody's way. That was probably one of the better recording studios I had. Not my best. My best recording studio is obviously this room because it's so big. But this room wasn't too bad. Not a terrible picture of me. I know I didn't take this one. Somebody else took this one, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. No, what I remember. I had my tablet on its recording stand and then I just set a timer on it. Unless I'm wrong, if my mom is watching this video and she insists that she took it, I'm sorry for my mistake. I am really sorry, but I'm pretty sure I took this one. It's really cringy. Not the worst though, but I am extremely pale in this one. Like, gods, I look like I could be made of milk. Gods, man, I almost feel like I should be giving a rating to these pictures. I keep saying, oh, this one's okay, this one's better than average, this one sucks. I almost feel like I should be giving grades to these pictures. If I'm giving a grade to this one, I give it a B-, maybe a C+. Interesting picture, to say the least, from an interesting period in my life. Definitely a transitional period between me as a little boy and me as a more grown-up boy. Because I'm not a man. I'm still kind of a child, a little bit. Okay, now we're getting into proper child territory, and, gods, oh, gods, I do not like to talk about this period of my life. I really don't like talking about it. This is, gods, I don't know if I can do this, guys. This is a period of my life that's really, really hard for me to talk about. I don't know how old I was in this one. I might have been 9. I was between 9 and 11 when I took that picture. Sorry, I just don't want to drop something. Again, I'm using my paper towel to get the oil out of my face so I don't get acne. Gods, I don't like talking about this period of my life at all. Bear with me. This was when I had surgery. I don't like talking about my surgeries, but I had a lot of them. I have hearing problems. I need to wear hearing aids, and so I had a number of surgeries on my ears, and it's not a period of my life I'm really a big fan of talking about. I don't remember which surgery this was. I look pretty young, but I always looked a little bit on the younger side during this period of my life. I kind of looked young for my age. So I might have been 9, but I might have been 11. I was 11 when I had my last ear surgery, which was in August of 2012. I just had my 11th birthday a month earlier. Almost to the day. Because I was born on July 19th and my last surgery was August 20th. So almost to the day a month later. So I think this was my first surgery maybe. I don't know why it looks like I have a piercing in this picture. I never got my ears pierced. That's kind of a weird image. It must have been like some dried blood, maybe. I don't want to talk about it. And that's kind of gross. Again, though, my hair looks really light in this picture. Glasses are decent. should not have been showing my teeth so much, but I think I was in pain from the surgery and just didn't care. I definitely did not take this before surgery because I was scared to death going into that surgery. Um, who knows when I took it, which surgery it was. All I know, not a period of my life I'm a big fan of talking about. I'm sorry. It's just not. I don't like talking about it. So let's move on. Ooh, man, this is a bad one. Oh gods, oh gods. I know people say I was a cute baby, but gods, this is not a good picture of me at all. My hair is good. That's all I can say. My hair looks good in this picture. Um, that's really the only good thing I can say about this one, though, is that my hair looks good. Because nothing else about this looks good. I'm super pale. Look like I'm sucking on like a lemon or something. um, I believe that's a Wolverine t-shirt, if I'm not mistaken. Again, no idea where that shirt went. I obviously outgrew it. I probably gave it to my cousin. I have a cousin who's a little younger than me, so I would pass my hand-me-downs to him. When I was still living in Vermont, that is. I was still living in Vermont when this picture was taken. As well as the one before that. All my surgeries were in Vermont. Except for one surgery I had in New Hampshire where I got my wisdom teeth removed. This picture, I can see why people would think it's cute. I think it looks terrible. Gods, man, my nose actually kind of fit on my face a little better back then. My nose was a bit smaller. My nose is okay back then. Everything else about me, though, guys, my teeth were so prominent as well back then because basically I was born with an overbite, and all the dentists said that I was going to need to get braces when I was a teenager, right? But then I became a teenager and they set in on their own, so I don't have buck teeth anymore. I never had to get braces, luckily, which I know is kind of uncommon, so I guess I got really lucky there. But back then I had really buck teeth. Guys, I remember one of my friends called me Mater, like referring to cars. He called me Mater. I remember calling myself Nanny McPhee because I just had these buck teeth, you know, and I was so self-conscious about them. But I couldn't help showing them off because they were so prominent that I couldn't smile without showing them, really. So this is a terrible picture of me. God, I hate it. Hate it. God, I don't actually remember this picture. I don't think I've seen this picture before. Let me see it. Yeah, I don't. I don't remember this picture. I don't remember anything about this. I don't know when this was taken. I know where it was taken. This was in my mom's bedroom. I don't know when. This looks like my hair is too short for me to be 7. I had medium length hair when I was 7. I'm guessing that I was 8 or 9 in this picture. More likely 8. 6 at the youngest. Somewhere in there. Definitely not 7 though. I know I wasn't 7. I was 6, 8, or 9 in this. You can tell I look like really young for my age. And I had really short hair as well. I used to get my hair buzzed all the time. I never had longer hair really, except for 2nd grade. And my dad's like, "Oh, your hair is so shaggy. You need a haircut really bad. What has your mom been doing to you?" Parents are divorced. Don't want to get into it. Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, what is your mom doing to your hair?" Yeah, so he made sure my hair was like nice and tidy, and I kind of grew to like it that way, so I started getting my hair really short. This is a decent picture. It's still really embarrassing, but I guess I do look kind of cute in this one. Maybe. Gods, according to my mom, people actually came up to me when I was young and asked or asked my mom if I was interested in becoming a baby model. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, people wanted me that badly when I was a kid. Apparently, people thought I was good looking when I was that young. Clearly, I didn't last. This one's alright. I don't hate it that much. I'm gonna move on. I've never seen this picture before, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, gods. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. This one's gonna be hard for me to talk about. I can't. Uh, I don't like talking about this picture. At all. I had a feeling this picture was gonna be in here. Oh gods, I can't look at him. I have to cover it. I have to cover up this picture with my hand because I can't look at it. My grandma's there. I love my grandma, but my brother is the tallest one. You guys won't be able to see their face for privacy reasons, but my brother's there. Um, he um he was not the best person in the world, let's say, especially to me. Um, it's hard for me to talk about it. He Me and him haven't talked to each other in almost 5 years. We had a bad falling out in 2015. Um, and I haven't talked to him since, and for good reason. Um, oh, um, he was, for lack of a better word, kind of abusive. Mentally more than physically, but he was physically abusive as well. Um, he legitimately tried to kill me once. I'm not even kidding. He strangled me. Like he took his hands like on me. I'm not even kidding. Like according to my mom, the choking could be heard from all the way downstairs. She came a run and she had to physically force him off of me. Like I swear he was trying to kill me. I was 6 years old. I was 6 years old. I do. I don't like my brother. I don't, and I hope I never see him again. I really do. So ignoring that awkward part of the video that I may or may not cut. This is not a terrible picture of me. Actually, who am I kidding? This is a terrible picture of me. I got the buck teeth. I got the terrible wireframe glasses. The really pale skin. The smile that I used to do all the time. I really hate now. My hair is way too short, but it is a nice shiny color, which I like. Don't know what happened to that red shirt. Again, probably passed it down to my cousin. Um, Decent picture, but I'd really like to move on now. Hope you understand. Um, okay. Whew, okay. This is a more innocent picture, luckily. This picture, this picture was me and my grandma, and I was 4 or 5 when I took this one, or when I had this one taken. Obviously, I'm not a 4 or 5 year old that's like, "Ooh, look at me, I'm taking a selfie." There was no such being grown up. Growing up, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I can see why people thought I was a cute baby for sure. It's cringy for me to look back on it, but I can see why people would think that I was cute back then. Not horrible. I have no idea where this picture was taken, though. Literally no clue. Where? Yeah, I can't tell. I'm looking at the background and the window. I cannot tell where this was taken. That's really weird. Huh. I was so young back then, it probably makes sense I wouldn't know where this was taken, but not a terrible picture. I look really happy. I must have been happy about something. Man, I always had that, like, I always looked innocent back then, but I don't know if you guys can tell, I have like this mischievous gleam in my eye. Like the, oh no, I'm sorry, I was an accident kind of thing. You know, that kind of thing. But not a bad picture of me. Kind of cringy. But again, I was smaller back then, so my nose wasn't as big. My buck teeth are bad, but I've gotten used to them after seeing them so many times now. Not a terrible haircut. Not my best haircut either, though, by any means. Decent picture. Ooh, okay, this is an interesting one. Alright. I don't remember how old I was. I believe I was in... Wait, let me see. Oh, okay, okay. I thought this was in my old hometown because I was born in Burlington, Vermont, and then I was raised in Richmond, Vermont. But then I moved to Winooski, Vermont, where I spent most of my childhood, all the way from ages 6 to almost 13 when I moved to New Hampshire. Um, so this was actually when I was in Winooski. I thought this was when I was in Richmond at first. It almost tricked me, and then I saw the rainbow in the background. My gymnasium in Winooski had a big rainbow on the wall. I don't know why. You'd have to ask them. I have no idea why. And this is interesting. I remember this was a fun fair, right? Or a fundraiser, which I used to call a fundraiser. I used to say fundraiser because I couldn't say it right. I still can't say it right. um, that camouflage jacket I remember my dad bought me because my dad's like a man's man. He's all into wilderness survival and whatnot. So he bought me one of those camo coats that clashes a lot with that blue shirt I'm wearing underneath. The most noticeable thing about this picture for me, though, is the fact that I'm wearing a Watchmen pin. Even back then, I knew Watchmen was awesome. Watchmen is awesome. You know, the smiley face, the blood stain. Oof. Love Watchmen. Watchmen's great. If you haven't read Watchmen, you gotta read Watchmen because it's great. Horrible teeth, horrible glasses, and not the worst haircut. My eyes look kind of red in this picture. Cameras used to do that with my eyes all the time. They used to make my eyes look like the Terminator. um, Not the worst picture of me by any means. But it's still really cringy because I'm like, I'm so happy to be here. Neither here nor there. Not the worst, but it's still cringy in my opinion. Of course it's gonna be cringy. Oh gods. Man, this is not the best picture of me either. I switched pictures and this is one of the more recent pictures of me. I only took this picture of myself a year ago, a little over a year ago. This, you can tell my hair is real short in this one. And the reason for that is because I had actually shaved my head bald last year. And this was the growth I'd had since I shaved it, because I grew my hair back out. And this was the growth I achieved by the point I took this picture. Not horrible. I still have that t-shirt, that Death Note t-shirt I'm wearing. I still have that. I wear it occasionally. I don't wear my t-shirts really in public though because I'm a little self-conscious about my arms and legs. I don't like people seeing my arms and legs, so I never go out in short sleeves or shorts ever. At least not anymore. I'm very self-conscious about my arms. This is a terrible picture of me. I don't know why I thought that shaving my head was gonna look good. My hair looks kind of better, but guys, it still is way too short. Man, my face is like huge compared to my head. Gods, I look like I'm gonna kill somebody. Gods, what a difference a year makes, right? I hope I don't look like I'm gonna murder somebody like I did back then. Gods, I didn't know how scary I looked. Jeez, terrible picture. Bad picture of me. I hate this one. Okay, this might be the best picture of me as a child, period. This one looks oddly really professional, even though I know it isn't. This picture of me, I think I was 5 when this picture was taken. This is a case of really short hair done right. My short hair looks really good in this one, I think. Even though it's really cringy. My eyes are really bright, kind of. Look, they're kind of bright. This was in sunlight, so you can kind of tell my eyes are a bit more blue in this picture than in most of my pictures. It's a little hard for you to tell that my eyes are even blue right now because the lighting in this room isn't not the best. But I do have blue eyes. This picture shows that a little better. I am deathly pale though. I look like I'm made of paper. This is a cute picture of me, though. I look kind of adorable. I kind of like this one. If if I had to look at a picture of me as a kid, I'd probably want to see this one. This is a great picture of me. I like this one. Oh man, okay. This one is interesting. This one was in between elementary and middle school. This was in the summer between 5th and 6th grade, I think. I went on a cruise. I went on a cruise with my grandma. Yeah, this was at Hampton Beach here in New Hampshire. Because when I was still living in Vermont, I would come here to visit my grandma in New Hampshire during vacations. And we went on a cruise on Hampton Beach, the fireworks cruise. It's basically this cruise where you cruise all day until you get to the edge of the harbor. And then there's like a fireworks display on the water. It's beautiful. It was freezing though. It was really cold because the water, like the mist of the water was on your hands constantly. Because I was so scared of the ocean, I was like grabbing the bar constantly. I know I don't look afraid there, but there's a reason I'm wearing sunglasses because my eyes gave me away. I was terrified. I'm wearing a Willy Wonka hat in that picture that doesn't belong to me. This is actually my grandma's hat in this picture. I think she still has it. So this is when I was shorter than my grandma. I must have been really small because my grandma's tiny. My grandma's only like 5'2", 5'1", 5'2". So if I'm shorter than her, this must have been when I was real young. Probably like 10 or 11 in this picture. Because I didn't get properly tall until like the 8th grade. In the 8th grade, that's when I hit like a big growth spurt. Before that, I looked very much like a child. So not a bad picture, but like, man, my teeth are really like prominent in this one. My teeth are starting to settle, but like, it's like Cheshire Cat. Like, what was I thinking, man? All right, I'm moving on. Okay. This one's really sweet, and it's so sweet I want to cringe at it, but I can't because it's just too adorable. This is a picture of me when I was a proper infant. This is me and my mom when I was like a little baby. I think I might have only been a year old, like in this one. I was real young. Back then my favorite color was blue, which is why I had a blue pacifier. I had really short hair even back then. But this is a really cute picture. I look so cozy. I still do that. I usually wrap myself in like a taco when I sleep at night, so I'm like all bundled up and warm. Unless it's really hot. I can't sleep when it's hot in my room. I have a hard time. This is kind of a cute picture of me. I like this one. This is actually a really nice picture of me. Man, it's such a shame I didn't keep my good looks from when I was a little kid because, man, because like everybody told me how good looking I was when I was young, and then when I got to middle school, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you look great. You look wonderful." No, he doesn't. That was kind of how it was when I grew up. I didn't keep my good looks when I got older. I didn't age very well. But I did look really good when I was a kid, and that's what counts, I guess. Okay, looks like this is the last picture. This is the most recent picture I took. I only took this one 2 or 3 months ago, actually. And I still look a lot different compared to what I do now. I did have long hair in this picture, believe it or not. I just, basically, I was keeping my hair really gelled back, you know? With like lots of gel. I had like pork gel, and they just like rub, you know, like just trying to keep my hair like stiff as a rock so that it wouldn't get in my face. But my hair was long. It's just really hard to tell because I had it super gelled and I put it in like a ponytail. I don't put my hair in a ponytail very often anymore because when I put my hair in a ponytail, it tends to make my face look really fat. So I don't do that anymore. My eyes are super blue in this picture. And you can actually tell that I had facial hair in this picture. I have like a little wispy goatee thing that's about the width of like a finger or two. I still walk in the same path. I actually just got back from walking on where I'm just walking in this picture. But man, what a difference a few months makes, because I'm a lot tanner now than I was in this picture. Then again, it was winter when I took this picture. There was no snow on the ground, which is why I went for a walk. Not the worst picture of me, but I do think I look a little too stiff, if that makes sense. Like, I look a little too much like a little too put together, if that makes sense. A little too rigid. Like, stand at attention, sir. I look a little too rigid. Yeah, I think that's a good word. Too rigid. And God, my nose is huge in this one. Man. Like just squeeze the thing a little bit. I don't know why my nose is so huge. I can't really help it. That you have to ask the gods that, or God, depending on your religion. But geez, my nose is so big. Gods, I hate my nose. I need to get rhinoplasty if I can afford it one day. Because my nose looks terrible. Man. Is that the last picture of me? Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm back to the beginning. Thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was super hard to watch. It was really cringy. I want to apologize for being dramatic in the photo with my brother. When I see him, I just can't help but feel kind of sick to my stomach a little bit because he scared the absolute bejesus out of me. He really did. So I hope you forgive me because when I see him, I can't help but just get all freaked out a little bit. So I hope you forgive me for that. Besides that, I hope you enjoyed this cringe fest of a video of me just looking back on old pictures of myself. You can tell, I hope that I've changed a lot, and maybe for the better. I don't think I'm very good looking, but I think I am a lot better looking than I was in most of these pictures. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.